my name is Amanda, thanks for watching my channel, and today I made homemade mint chocolate chip ice cream and used mint from my garden. In the recipe it says to collect 2 cups worth of fresh mint leaves. I actually only had enough for a half a cup, which was perfectly fine because for me and for my family, I didn't want something extremely super minty, and it actually was just enough, and it was perfect for the amount that I had. Smell good? You want to smell? Good. Smell. It does smell good. Yum. Wow. First, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the leaves from the stems. And I'm using my salad spinner. I love this. This is great for cleaning up a lot of my vegetables and things like that from the garden. It works perfect. And especially for things like this is great. So we're going to wash it up thoroughly, and then we're going to dry out the leaves. So that way then we get all the extra water off of it. Also, in this process, you're going to want to remove any damaged leaves. You don't want to use those. Earlier in the video, I was saying that this recipe calls for 2 cups of fresh mint leaves. I was only able to get a half a cup. Again, it worked out perfect. I didn't want it so strong with the mint flavor and be really overpowering. It was just the right amount of mint for it. Now we're going to add our mint leaves to our saucepan. Now we're going to measure out 3 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now pour it into your saucepan. Now that we have the mint leaves and the heavy whipping cream together in the saucepan, we're going to go ahead and give it a good stir. Now we're going to put it to a medium-low heat, and we want to simmer the mint leaves with the cream. Then once the cream is nice and hot, you're going to turn the heat off and let the mint steep in the cream for an hour. My hour timer is up, and now we're going to go ahead and give it a good stir, and we're going to go ahead and add 1 1/4 cups of white sugar. And you want to do this while it's still nice and warm. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and then we're going to add 1 1/2 cups of whole milk. Now stir the ingredients all together. I gave it a really good nice stir so that way it would help dissolve the sugar while it was still nice and warm. Now we're going to go ahead and pour the mixture into a big bowl, and I'm going to put some Saran Wrap over top, and we're going to put it into the fridge. And I let mine rest in the fridge for a good 3 hours. You can do 2 hours or let it sit overnight to really get some of the flavor. And you can also strain the mint leaves out before you put it in the fridge, but I decided to leave mine in since I only used a half a cup of mint leaves, so I could get a little bit more of the mintiness from the leaves. But it smells amazing, and now I'm just straining it out over top of my ice cream attachment, and I am using a sifter and a spatula to really try to get as much of the cream out of the mint leaves. And let me tell you, it smells great. So now I'm just putting all my little pieces in to go ahead and start making some ice cream. Once you have everything in place, we're gonna lock it, and then we're gonna put it on the stir setting, and we're gonna set the timer for 30 minutes. And it smells great, and leaving my ice cream mixture in the fridge for 3 hours worked out perfect. It smells so great. The texture looks amazing. I'm so happy with the KitchenAid ice cream attachment. It makes some really tasty ice cream. Look at that. The ice cream is right where I want it to be. So now I'm going to take some chocolate chips, and I am going to blend them up in my little immersion hand blender. So I don't want it like super fine. I want some chunks in it too. And I also want some fine small pieces. So this is nice because it gives it a nice variety of like chunkiness for the chocolate chips. because who doesn't like chocolate with some mint ice cream? So this works perfect. I do like how it kind of also gives off some like cocoa powder too with it. So this was really nice. And you know, this is a personal preference. You can even melt the chocolate if you want to and then drizzle it on top of the ice cream. So it depends on how you want your chocolate in this mixture. And so I'm just gonna remove the attachment pieces and just start trying to get the ice cream off of it. And of course I had to sample a little flavor of it too because it is so good. I really wanted to know how minty it was. And what I'm doing is putting mine in a plastic container, and I'm doing the ice cream and then mixing in the chocolate chips. So that way it gets throughout. You can do the chocolate chips in the ice cream attachment, but I find this works really easy. And then this really helps distribute it all throughout. You can add the chocolate chips into the ice cream when it is mixing, but definitely add it then in at the end around like 25 to 30 minute mark. That way then you have the ice cream to the consistency you want it to be. But I love this ice cream attachment. It's perfect. The ice cream is so amazing. I actually really can't recall the last time I've really bought ice cream from the grocery store. I mean, it's so nice knowing what is going into your ice cream when you make it at home, and it's really simple and easy. Also, use a silicone spatula when scraping out the ice cream with the ice cream attachment because you don't want to scratch up the inside. This works out really nicely. And also, when you make your ice cream at first, it's more like a soft serve texture, but then you put it into the refrigerator for a good 6-7 hours or even overnight, and then it's a nice texture of ice cream. It's just perfect. I really love using these clear containers because then I can see how the ice cream looks when it's in it. But our ice cream is done and we can start digging into it and enjoying it. I had let our ice cream chill in the freezer for a good 6 hours before we had it. And this was a really big hit. I haven't had mint chocolate chip ice cream in so long, and having it homemade with mint leaves from our garden, it was just such a treat. It was so tasty. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching what I've made. Please subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye, guys.